Hey, ladies, I'm back. I'm hoping with sound. Hello. Can anyone hear me? Hello. Oh my gosh. The technical stuff is crazy. Okay, let me call Angelina, tell her I'm back. Dun, pause here. Hey, okay, so I signed back in. I'm already live, and I put two. It started off with number two, and I'm holding up the peace sign. Or I don't know if you just need to go to the live stream because there's no one in there. Victoria's here. Hey, Victoria. Okay, good. All right. I'm just gonna, no worries. No worries. I'll text him right now. Okay. Bye bye. Victoria, I'm texting the group right now. Hey, Miss Pishan. I'm reminding everyone that we are live right now. So as soon as everyone gets on here, we're gonna get started in just a moment. So, Miss Pishan, I was talking to you. That's right, we're back in action, Angelina. Miss Bishan, I was talking to you, and apparently no one could hear me. So I owe you, Miss Pashan. I have some stuff for you, and I got that five. I still never got to give you $5. So you and I need to talk today. I'll make sure I give you a call after the FFL is over. Okay. I hope you and all the babies are well. And Miss Reed, I hope you and your babies are well. All right, and I hope some more people join us. I just posted in the group chat to tell everyone to remind them to join us. I know that um, Miss Deborah already sent a message. So hopefully everyone's gonna get up on here with us. So let's give them 1.5 minutes, and then if not, we are going to keep it moving. In fact, we're still waiting for Miss Miss Collier and Miss Bryan as well. So it's just, oh, there's four of us on here. Miss Reed, Miss Pashan, me and Angela. Oh, that makes four. I'm a slow counter. Okay, good. I'm glad your family's doing well, Miss Reed. I'm glad. And this is a challenging time. This solitary confinement is starting to be a bit much, starting to wear on people. I had my own little pity party the other day, ready just to get on a plane and go somewhere, and then I got myself back together with babies at home. Is it stressful? Are you enjoying your time with the kids? Like what is it? I'm guessing, okay, you say you'll be done with homeschooling. Yeah, I'm glad that they're ending the school semester early as well. And hey, Miss Bryant. Um yeah, and then we'll see what the fall looks like when we get back started. We'll see what that turns out to be. Stressful. Yeah, I could only imagine. I'm stressed, girl, Miss Pishan, and my kids are grown. Lord have mercy. They have to listen to all of these uh they have to listen to me do all these classes. My house is small. Like I feel bad. I apologize to them after every FFL class that they have to listen to. So get started and hopefully is let's see, Deborah Collier. Let's see where she is. Miss Collier, stay ready. I don't know why she's not on this call right now. Hey, Miss Collier, are you on the live chat? Oh, okay. All right. I didn't see you, so I just want to make sure you were with us. Okay. All right, we're about to get started. Okay. All right. Oh, Miss Bryant, don't cry. Oh, oh, that's so sad. I know it must be really hard not letting small children who don't understand or couldn't possibly understand what's going on right now. So yeah, I get it. Hey, Miss Collier, glad you're with us. All right, so everyone, we're gonna get started. I want to welcome each of you, and so glad that you tuned in, and hope that our other FFL colleagues tune in with us. So, my homegirl, I mean, my jelly, peanut butter and jelly. I could not do this without her, Angelina. Angelina, thank you so much for being the best moderator in the whole entire universe. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to stand close to the screen because I can hear you telling me you can't hear me. And I can also hear you telling me to slow down, Tony. You're talking too fast. so, but I want to welcome each of you here today. And so I want to start with the community agreements. Remember, we have some virtual community agreements and they're similar, but let's just make sure we don't post any. Okay, hold on. Angelina's calling me. Oh, no, she's not calling me. Um, 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 I forgot what I was talking about. So community agreement. Let's don't post your phone number like I did the other day. Don't post your phone number in the chat or anyone's personal information. You guys, I actually have a grown friend. I can't even say the words I need to describe her. This grown woman posted her stimulus check with her full government name and address on Instagram the day after she posted a picture of her house. I just thought that was the stupidest thing ever. So we want to make sure what happens in FFL stays in FFL, and that we're respectful of each other. And if somebody drinking beer, what is that? Is I think it looks like a big cup of beer. Okay. but but yeah, so let's just be respectful and kind like we usually are, and then let's move forward with some good stuff. Okay. So I want to thank Miss Collier and Miss Bryant for all of your hard work. All right. Hey, Miss Clark, glad that you're here. Glad you got back on here with us. Um, but Miss Collier and Miss Bryant, thank you for all your hard work and contacting the individual participants and making sure that we stay on track. We want you to stay on track because I want you guys to get that money. Right. If not, me and Miss Collier, Miss Bryant, and Angelina gonna have our own party with your money. so, but no, but I want to make sure everyone gets an opportunity to get that money as well as be able to share this information, especially from the community action cycle projects with with other families. So this is really important. Every single participant, to all you participants, thank you for joining us. Please make sure that you do your due diligence and you need to be in contact with Miss Bryant or Miss Collier, whoever you're assigned to, because they have to document your project, what the title is, what you're doing, strategies and all that. And we're going to go over that in a little while. But please make sure, in order for you to collect that money, you have to check off all the boxes. And checking off all the boxes means calling Miss Bryant or Miss Collier and giving them the information they need to report to us at United Way about your project. All right. All right. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little warm up activity. Now, if I had my choice, we would be playing music every single activity, but apparently that's not the protocol. So, as you know how I like my music. Oh, did Miss Val join us? Hey, Miss Trout, I'm so glad you're here. Perfect timing. All right, so we're gonna do a warm-up activity. All right. And the warm-up activity is is around an activity called We Are Trees. Angelina likes this activity because she writes poetry. In fact, if you guys don't know, she has published a book of poetry. It is magnificent. She sells it. It's online on Amazon. Amazon, maybe you can post it in the chat. She's a awesome poetry writer. So she likes this activity. So I'm going to read this poem to you because Angelina told me to. All right. So it's called We Are Trees by Francisco. Let's just say Francisco because I don't want to mess up his last name. Alarcon, I think. Our roots are networks with roots of other trees. Our branches grow in Spanish. That's it. Our roots network with the roots of other trees. Our branches grow with the desire of touching other branches. And so it's a metaphor for us, right? And so in your book, if you have your book, there's an activity that looks like this. Mm, okay. So, let me see that. Sorry, I thought that was someone you guys calling. But anyways, this is called We Are Trees. And so instead of filling yours out in your book right now, I'm gonna need for you guys to get ready on your keyboard and post something. So when we look at our roots of the trees, the roots of our trees. The roots of our trees are our strengths. What are your strengths? What are your strengths? I'm going to share with you some of my strengths. Some of my strengths are being resilient. I, just like you guys, I've been through a whole bunch, and you can't hear me. Oh Lord, please don't tell me the sound is out. When you guys can't hear again. Okay, okay. I just went over to get my. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Well, thank you. All right, so sorry about that. I'm not using my microphone because me and the microphone we're having issues today in our relationship. So off and on is because I'm leaning over Miss Clark. I'm moving to the left. You guys can't hear me, so I'm going to stay married to my laptop right now. Okay. So thank you, Miss Pishon. I'm asking for the strengths, your roots. Your roots are your strengths. My Miss Doggone it. That's a great thing to have great work ethics, right? Mine is my great support network. Well, I don't know if that's actually a strength. I mean, that is something good. Now, since I'm looking at it, my passion is definitely a strength, and my resilience. Can anyone else share with me some of your personal strengths that you have? Like I said, Miss Deshawn, she has a great work ethic. Um, my my oldest son, his one of his strengths is that he is a super saver. Like this brother is awesome with his finances. I wish that I was as I don't know, I wish I was good as at finances as he is. So that is one of his personal strengths. Did anyone else tell me some of their strengths? I'm looking to see if someone. Um, I will slow down, Angelina. Thank you. Does anyone else have a strength? You mean to tell me Miss Pishon is the only one who has a strength? Hey, Miss Austin. Hey, thank you for joining us. Angelina, your strength is patience. You know what? You are so right. You are so patient. And I'm so thankful because you couldn't be friends with me unless you were patient because this has been a trying time that we'll talk about later. Uh, Miss Deborah, bounce back and flexibility. You definitely are. That is, yeah, that is definitely a strength. And so when you say bounce back, that sounds like resilience to me. That sounds like resilience. Anyone else want to share a personal strength? Miss Victoria, I know you got a strength. Stop trying to hide behind the keyboard, girl. I know you got strengths. You got kids. They're still alive. You're taking care of them. Okay. It's a long delay. I didn't realize the delay was so long. So glad I have my one of my strengths is that I have a great moderator. It tells me that there's a very long delay. So, uh, oh, Miss Pishan said at the beginning of the month she had patience. I'll tell you guys while I'm waiting to hear what some of your strengths are. Um, so I think that right now I don't even know what day we are in for the quarantine, and I think it's impacting everyone. Just this whole being on lockdown is really impacting a lot of us. So I can see how it can impact, patients. Hey, Mr. Newton, how you doing? Hey, Miss Anisha. So glad you guys joined us. Yeah, so again, my kids are grown and it's still challenging, being at home in close quarters, you can't go anywhere. Like I can't stand people say, "What are you doing this weekend?" I'm like the same thing I've been doing. Nothing. I mean, we're at I mean, there are things that we can do at home, but so I challenge you to keep your resilience and your patience. Your children need it. They need it more than ever. Miss Clark, your strength is patience as well. That's awesome. You are very patient. I agree. I agree. It's actually you have to name the things that I see. Miss Pichon said, "Why?" It does. I cannot be. I can't co-sign on it, but so anyway, branches are our allies. Who can we depend on? Who are our allies? So my allies I put on here be one of one of my baby daddies. This is my I can't get into details, but yeah, you just put baby daddies. My friends, Angelina. Angelina is one of my allies. Um, United Way in general, the resources that they offer, me being able to gain employment, they are an ally. My ability partner that I work with for my goals, she's definitely an ally. She's on my side. She wants me to succeed. And I would love to find out who some of your allies are. Oh, I'm looking back at some of them. I see that Miss Krishan said her strength is that she's a go getter. Get them, girl. Miss Stroud, you definitely are a go getter. And I hope that you are feeling well. I hope that the babies are well. I hope you're getting ready for the next baby. And so when Miss Stroud says she's a go getter, I am. I kind of tie that to parental resilience, and it could be social networks because she's out there getting all the she can get it, she's connected, right? So, Miss Sean, your allies are your mom, your fiance, and your support counselor at school. Oh, that's so important. That so when you're in school, I hope that everyone knows anyone taking classes. Um, you talk about this in school as well. That they offer counseling, mental health services at all colleges, and it should be for certain amount of sessions for free. And then all of you, anyone who works at a company, especially a large company, and you have medical insurance, they have something called EAP, that's for Employee Assistance Program. And all you have to do is call your human resource department and assistance program. and they will give you a phone number. So your employer doesn't know who it is or what you're doing. You can get free counseling through them. So that's for anyone who has a job where you get health benefits. More than likely, they offer EAP. Okay. All right. So glad you brought that up. Thank you, Ms. Pishon. Oh, you want me to scoot to the middle? Okay. Thank you, Miss Pishon. Is that better? I was trying to read the notes. Guess I can read them from here. All right. I love you guys. You make sure I am on point all the time. All right. All right, so we talked a bit about who our allies, our strengths and our allies. So Miss Collier said that her allies are her daughters. And she said in the Trinity. I thought she was talking about a girl named Trinity. You know, we all know somebody named Trinity. I think she's talking about the Holy Trinity, not the girl we know named Trinity. so, so all right. So, and then here's the big one right here, okay? So what we want to look at is after we have our branches, we want to look at the fruit on our trees. The fruit on our trees basically are things that we are doing or that we've developed successfully. What are those things? You know, because we have to know we've had some successes. Again, we're all alive, we're all healthy, we all have Wi-Fi, we all have technology because we're on right now on this YouTube page together, right? So, what have you done successfully? What is the fruit of your labor? So, I'm going to give you some examples of mine while I wait to hear what some of yours are, right? Oh, Miss Collier, yes, you said the Holy Trinity. She just got to make sure we know she ain't talking about Trinity down the street. All right, so the fruits of my labor um, are my business. My company name is called The Scoop. It's The Scoop LLC. So I'm actually an independent contractor with United Way, and they use the services of my company, The Scoop. Right. Some of the fruits of my labor are my transportation. I've worked really hard. Transportation has been a challenging thing as a single woman. I had an old raggedy car that was always breaking down on me, and so I got my stuff together and I got a car. That's the fruit of my labor. So, my business plan and my dream project, that's a fruit of my labor that I'm really working on. I'll tell you guys about that boring stuff later. Um, so, what type of fruit will you grow from your tree based on your strengths, based on your allies? What are you going to build? Victoria, you said you do. You do what? You do hide behind the keyboard. I know what you do. I want to hear more about this, Miss Reed. Her Angelina said that her fruit, she put watermelon on there. Lord, it comes from love as a coach. Oh, this is true. Let me tell you what. Angelina is a coach and a counselor and excellent at what she does and pulling things down from deep inside of people. Um, Some of your fruits, Miss Pishan, are being a leader for my kids and constantly developing your skills for education and business. Go ahead, girl. You know what your fruits are. You didn't have to struggle. I had to struggle thinking of mine for a minute. Does anyone have any other fruits? I want to hear about Miss Stroud's, Miss Clark. You know, Miss Reed, I want to hear about your fruits. Tell me something, ladies. I want to know. I'm being nosy right now. Because then I want to move on. I want to talk about that other great stuff. The Community Action Project, the Community Action Cycle. Why are you guys so quiet? I don't understand. We don't even have to be on here for hours like we were before. I want to hear some good stuff. I want to hear about what you guys are doing. Nobody has any more fruit, strengths, allies, something. What you got? Mr. Newton, Miss Onisha, I know you guys got something. Angelina said, show your fruit. Am I still going? My connection is unstable. Okay. My connection was unstable for a minute. Sorry about that, guys. I just got a notification. Oh, Miss Bryan said the fig, the symbol of prosperity and well-being. I love that, Miss Bryan, and I love figs. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Miss Krishana, being a businesswoman and my home being a mother and a girlfriend. That's awesome. That is awesome, Miss Krishana. All right. Actually, you guys got some good stuff going on. All right. So, and then if you have not typed anything in there, I hope you think about it. What are you doing? I think we have to be intentional about what we're doing. Things don't just happen in life; we make them happen, right? What type of home are you building for your children? Home doesn't mean about the house outside, on the inside. How are you treating your children? What type of morals and ethics? What type of activities? What type of love are you showing them? So, and so Miss Clark said, some of her fruits are seeing her family do well, and that's what she strives to do. I know you do. And we were talking about your fruits, not your family's fruits. I gotta get Miss Clark. I can't wait to see you. All right. So next, ladies, I want to talk to you about I want to talk to you about the ladies and gentlemen, because Mr. Newton is here with us as well. I want to talk to you guys about the Community Action Cycle project that I'm really excited about. I spoke about it a little bit earlier when maybe everyone wasn't on the line. So I want to remind everyone that we got to check in with Miss Collier or Miss Bryant and let them know what our projects are. They because they have to turn that into to United Way. So they need to know the title, like what is your community issue, the strategy that you're going to use to resolve it. They need to know if you've done your SWOT analysis and SMART goal, and then how are you going to present it? Are you going to do a play? Are you going to do a poster? Are you going to write it on the back of an envelope? Are you going to type it in your notes? What are you going to do? And so we just need that for our own documentation. We want to make sure that you have all the tools you need to complete your project, as well as we want you to get that stipend. And in order for you to get the stipend, you have to complete the project. And just so you know, I need for you guys to hang in there. We only got a little bit more of this work to do, and then the rest you're going to be on your own doing some great work. But we've been looking at the budget. I can't tell you, ladies and gentlemen, but sessions and then does the follow up, the personal coaching sessions, either with Miss Bryan or Miss Collier. We got something so good for you. Ooh, it hurts my heart that I can't tell you. You just got to wait for it. So wait for it. Wait for it. It's really good. So, with that in mind, I want to talk about today's session is where typically we would have a panel discussion, right? And we would get experts to come in and you would be able to ask them questions. The experts um, the experts are an expert in the field of whatever your topic is, and you would be able to ask them questions and they will give you more information on how to better solve that community issue. Okay. And so I'm going to stop for just one moment. Mr. Newton says he's getting his bachelor's in dental hygiene, and his wife said hers is her fruit is finishing up and getting her associates in criminal justice to become a judge. Cool, cool. Round of applause as Miss Collier would say. So that is awesome. Kudos to you too for working hard to accomplish your goals. I really, really applaud you for that. So getting back to the panel discussion, we can't have a panel, right? We can't even see each other. We can't give hugs or anything. So what we got for you is a substitute. The substitute is expert videos. All right. So, and this is really important. Just like last time, oh, so sweet. You guys are plotting. All right. So, just like last time when I had you come back to the video and comment on there in order to get full credit, that's what I'm going to need you to do today. So, Miss Collier and Miss Bryan should have sent you at least just one video based on the topic that you've given them, because you should have told them what your topic is. If you haven't, we got today and tomorrow to finish this up. Tell them what your topic is, and you're going to watch at least two videos pertaining to your topic of expert, right? And so what I'm going to need for you to do is to come back to my video. This video, it will be saved until Friday when I make it private, and unless you're a subscriber, you can go back. But you can go back and I'm going to need for you to tell me what your the two videos were that you watched, and answer these questions, and they'll be posted in the comment box for you. Okay. Oh shoot. All right. So there's three questions that I want you to answer. I need for you to answer this. What was the topic of the expert? That the name of the person and the topic that they covered in the expert video. Okay. Videos. Remember, there's two of them. In what way did that video support parent leadership? What did you learn from it that supports parent leadership? And then the third thing is, were there any resources that you learned about from watching the video? So again, every person be in contact with your facilitator so that they can document your project. Shouldn't take long. I think it's 5 questions that you have to answer, and then you can go ahead and finish working on your project. Feel free to call Miss Collier, Miss Bryant, or myself if you have questions or you want help as you're working on it. Okay. And then you're going to go back before Friday, like I said, and answer those 3 questions. And those questions will be posted in the comment box. Who the expert was, what topic they covered, that's question one. And then question two, in what ways did this video support parent leadership? And then thirdly, were there any resources, and name the resources that you gained from watching the video. All right. So does everyone get that? Or does everyone understand my instructions? Because sometimes I just be talking, and really right now I can't see your faces. I'm talking to myself. So I need for you to tell me, did that make any sense? I hope it did. All right. And actually, that leads me to the question answer segment. And actually, before then, hold on one moment. Hold on. I had to get my paper. All right. So um, I'm going to give you an example of what my FFL project would be. Okay. The second question, it'll be in the comment box, but the second one, the second question, Ms. Pishan, is in what ways did the video support parent leadership? Okay. All right. So I'm going to give you an example of what my community action cycle project would look like. Okay. So the goal is to pick a topic that has impacted you during this pandemic while we're all on quarantine. Okay. And mine is use of technology during the pandemic. The reason that this is important, because with no technology, I can't work. If I can't work, I won't have a place to live. So I was like in a panic to make sure I had to up my technology game, because literally that's the only way that I can continue to earn a living and take care of myself. So my strategy, so the issue is use of technology during the pandemic. I'm okay, savvy wise, I'm just okay, but I needed to be better than okay. So my strategy that I use to combat that my technology issue is networking. And when I say networking, it connects with four of the protective factors, and that's concrete support in time of need. Right? I had to have places that I knew that I could count on. Right? Social connections, connecting with people. I'm going to have to tell you guys who I connected to. Parent resilience. I just had to decide. Hey, I live here with my sons. I can't fall apart. I have to make this happen. I have to be resilient, and also social emotional competence of children. Even though my sons are adults, it's important. They have feelings and emotions just like us, just like small children. And it's important that I check in and know what's going on with my sons and how this is impacting them. Because if they're not well and I have to take care of them, like, again, that could impact my work. And, my children, like just like my children, my big old grown sons are important to me, right? So it's really important. So my networking, who I've networked with for my strategy is I've called friends. I have a friend whose husband is certified in Google. He actually did a whole tutorial and told me about Google. He did a session and taught me and my friend about Zoom. Angelina, oh my gosh, Angelina's been a great support working through this whole YouTube platform. My 12-year-old nephew, this brother knows everything and anything about Google Documents, Google Duo, anything. So I call my 12-year-old nephew, and I I cash app him $5. I have a friend who has a 15-year-old son who is knows everything YouTube. I've cashed out him a couple of dollars as well. So literally, that's how I've gained the knowledge that I need to do to be able to do this class right now, right? And so, for each of your projects, you're supposed to do a SWOT analysis and a SMART goal, right? So my strength is that I can read and that I have Wi-Fi. So I've had to read the instructions, on how to do things, and I can listen, I can hear. So when people tell me things, I can follow instructions, right? And then my weakness is that I don't hate to say this out loud. I don't like reading instructions. So having to read the instructions on how to do something, I don't like doing it. But guess what? Since I can read, I do. I just take my time. So my strength and my weakness are kind of in the same category. My opportunities is that I have a great support network of people who know technology. I literally just start calling friends and getting information. Turns out one of my friends has 700 followers on YouTube. Did not even know this. And that's the one who told me about her husband who gave me some technology support. And then the threats are, is that my major threat might be that I can't understand the directions, or I can't understand my friends when they're giving me instructions, or that my technology breaks. That's a huge threat. What if my laptop went down? I mean, I don't know what I would do. So that is a threat, but thank God it's not. So I've analyzed it. And I think that, my strategies that I use to network to help me gain technology skills, I think that's a good strategy. I think it is. And then when I look at my SMART goal, I have to say, is it specific? Is this specific enough? Is it measurable? Is it achievable? Is it relatable to my goal? To my overall goal, and timely, right? Can I do this in a timeline? I really was pushing it. For Angelina, oh, I was calling her all the time because I have a timeline to get my work done. So I had to push myself and make a timeline to learn. So that's my example of my project of how to solve technology issues during a pandemic. I use the good old networking, right? I use FaceTime. And when I would have my phone, I need to put that on there. I would show my screen to whoever I was talking to, and then they could advise me. So I thank God I have two devices, right? That made it a little bit easier for me. So that's an example. So I just want to give you guys an idea. All of us are dealing with different things. And again, um that is what Miss Collier and Miss Bryan are here for, and myself, right? To support you through this process. So, does anyone have any questions? Any questions right now about the community action cycle, about what they need to do when they go back to the video? Again, you'll see the instructions. They will be posted in the comment section. But does anyone have any questions right now? Family stress during quarantine, that's a major one. And Miss Pishan, your project should not be about what type of wines get you through this project, okay? That is not a strategy. so, um, but that's a great topic, and I'm sure that's a topic that impacts many of us. And there are several strategies I'm sure that we could use to reduce stress for not just ourselves, but for our children. Remember, if we're feeling it, so are our children. All right, Miss Pishan, that is not a source. but so now, since we've done that, I'm still going to leave the chat room open. Hopefully, if you have any questions, you'll post in there. Again, you can post your question in our text group, or call Miss Bryant, call Miss Collier, call myself. All right. All right. Um, all right. So, lastly, before we get off of here, I want to, as we wrap up, this is our closing activity. I want to offer today, if we were talking about fruit earlier, right? What type of fruit are you offering your family, right? So I'm offering my family the fruit of technology. It really has been incredible. It's helping me with my personal goals and my personal projects, all of these things that I've done around technology. It really is a blessing and a true project in helping me move forward. So I offer the fruit of my wisdom, my newfound wisdom around technology. And so I want to ask you guys, what type of fruit are you offering your family? What type of fruit? Someone was talking about watermelon earlier. I think that was Angelina. No, it is not watermelon season right now. I don't even know why she would bring it up. What type of fruit are you offering your family? Is it the fruit of patience? Is it the fruit of work ethic to make sure that you can support them and model what it looks like to have a great work ethic? Oh, I'm seeing some great projects on here. Supporting your family in a time of pandemic. That's great. There's a lot of different things you can do to support your family. Or remember, you only need one great strategy. Or maybe you have a few of them, but that's a really, really great topic. Great topic. So does anyone have any fruits for me before we wind up and get out of here? I am really curious. What are you offering your family? Hopefully not stress and annoyance and impatient. Hopefully not that, because I think I might have done that this week. But I'm trying to do better. So this actually, when we have these sessions, this helps me. This is not just stuff I'm just, you know, spitting out to you and telling you these are things that I work and strive to do for myself, for my own family, and for my community. Um, in case you guys don't know, I'm in DeKalb County, and so I feel passionately about supporting my county. And so, oh, God, Miss Pishan put in there God first, education second, and third, how to be a lady. I like that. Um, Bananas. Angelina put in her fruit is banana. They help me peel back what's inside of them. Self discovery. This is true, Angelina. Girl, you are on it today. Um, Miss Clark said the fruit of respect for yourself and others, which is so very important. All right, so, all right, so, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for joining me again. We'll have the questions posted in the comments. I'm so glad you joined us. I'm so glad you're still being a leader for yourself, for your family, and for your community. And I look forward to seeing these fantastic projects in a couple of weeks. Again, feel free to reach out, call, text, email, do whatever you need to. So, anyway, oh, and Miss Collier is offering the fruit of unconditional love. I love that. That's a great thing. That is a great thing. Unconditional love. All right. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen. So that's the end of our session today. I look forward to hearing some great things. So you can go ahead and sign out now. So then when you sign out, I can sign out and put my questions in. Thank you for joining me today. Have a great one. Bye, guys.